All right, part 4. Real quick. Prancing Pony. Lord of the Rings fans will know. So, again, kind of the customary, I think it's probably important to say, disclaimer is like, I'm not out here pretending to be Mr. Good Guy. As a teenager and as a young adult man, I was just as, enthusiastic about women as anybody. So, like, I'm not trying to white knight. I'm a dad of a 14-year-old and a husband of almost 20 years. And it's taken, it started with my upbringing, but that was probably really important, and just observing the most important women in my lives, and also being a husband, and watching my daughter grow up in a world that has become unbelievably regressive, like in a way that as a, what I would have once called a conservative Christian, I look at it now and I'm like, what are we doing out here? Like, why are dudes thinking that women owe them anything, like, at all? Like, having been married so long, there are times and seasons you go through where you think like, she or he, if you're a woman, this is not for women. This video is made specifically talking to men and young men and boys. There are times when you feel like, she's not keeping up with what I'm giving or what I'm bringing to the relationship. And one of the keys to a successful relationship is realizing that you are in that same place as well many times, and that's not the point. That's not why you're in this relationship. It's not to be like, are we both doing the best we can for each other all the time? No, of course you're not. Sometimes you're in a bad place. Sometimes you're in a place that you can't bring your A game, and you can't just throw down and get it done. Like, I just noticed something behind me. That's all my wife's artwork. She's an amazing artist. Every bit of art behind me, is hers. Like, I remember when she made each of these, and I can name a couple of them specifically. But like, if you're a young guy or an old guy, I don't care if you're 60 years old, and you're in a relationship with a woman, and you feel like, she's not bringing enough to this. Well, you can leave, dude. She doesn't necessarily owe you every aspect of herself, and her energy, her power, her work forever. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not advocating for divorce. I'm not advocating for non-monogamous relationships here. I'm saying that, like, if you're not happy, dude, man, bro, friend, you can leave. And I'm not advocating for giving up on a relationship that you find valuable and important. I'm trying to point out that this notion that once you've committed, she owes you as much commitment or as much of what you expect, that the expectations you've never even voiced in a kind and honest way, you have the option to walk away from that. And so does she. Like, if she doesn't feel like she can maintain your expectations, she can walk away. Now, as a strictly monogamous husband for many years, almost 2 decades. I'm not advocating for walking away from things, but our societal expectations have put us in a place where we've decided that, well, not we, but men have decided to go down a path where oppressing the other half of the population is better than allowing for the fact that the person on the other side of your relationship is a human being. And again, I'm probably always going to go back to my faith. And again, that doesn't make me better than anybody. That's not white knighting. It's just, it's who I am. When I read the words of Jesus, I don't see him telling women that they owe him something special because he's male. Jesus didn't marry. Like, how is this even like a thing that we could use the teachings of Christ to force, guilt, pressure, coerce women into doing what modern men want? Jesus didn't do that. He was here to bring about the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God. And that was not a matter of, get ready, ladies. It's about to be, your time to shine in the kitchen. It was humankind, Adam and Eve, are about to be reunited with their Creator. Like, there's a lot of lingo in the Bible that gets easily turned into, just as Christ is the head of the church, the husband is the head of the woman. I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure Paul wrote that. I'm not sure it was Paul. It's getting a little creepy and weird up in here. I'm not sure Paul wrote that husbands should rule over their wives. And we'll call it right there until possibly the next part.